Hefty's the name, shiny hunting's my game. Gotta catch 'em all, nothing's ever the same. With my trusty football, I'm always on the spree. No shiny can escape, they all come to me. Shiny after shiny, it's never enough. I'm on a quest, and it can get rough. From Pallet Town to Johto and beyond, I'm the shiny hunter, the bond is strong. I've caught 'em all, every shiny you can name. Kanto region, Johto region, I've conquered the game. Hefty's the king, the one who never quits. Caught 'em twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks. I conquered the game. Hefty's the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks.
What is going on? Happy Saturday, everybody. What's up, Draconified? Max, aka Wasabi, Johto Jerry, Wolf in Tune, Matthew Snyder, and Marie. What's up, everybody? Mighty Munchkin, what's going on? Welcome in, everyone. Congratulations on the Shadow Shiny Larvitar, Draconified. We do have a new command I just set up like a minute and a half ago. I believe those are the remaining things for my shiny living dex. What did you miss yesterday? Got a Doublade that I evolved into Aegislash, and then um, continued to hunt for the Charmander and Tepig, but didn't get anything. So we're going to continue that today. If we get one of those, I think we're going to go back to the sewers and see if we can get either a Litwick or a Skrelp. I did manage to get a Shalfa Larvitar yesterday, which I evolved into Pupitar. So Pupitar was something that I needed for the living dex, and that one's knocked out. What's up, Kiro? Good to see you. You got Christmas treats on the first 4 episodes of Season 5 of Stranger Things? Nice. We are going to keep the Stranger Things moratorium going for the rest of the weekend just because it's so new. But hopefully you liked it. I'm ready for the Christmas episodes now. So I got everything set up. There's the Tepig, there's the Charmander, and we're just going to be running back and forth until one of them shines. No shine like yesterday. Tried for his routine for a bit, then switched to zone 20. Well, you know what, Anne-Marie? I hate to say this, but the fact that you've been getting like 40 shinies a day, I think you were due for a day without shinies because your luck's been absolutely cracked. How was everyone's Friday? Did anyone participate in any Black Friday shopping? 40 shinies a day? It feels like it, Anne-Marie. I swear, your luck is absolutely insane in this game. It reminded never to hunt Riolu while you're sleeping. Never wake up to a shiny. What the heck? How even that, Matthew? Got some gifts for the homies? Nice. I finished off the Christmas shopping for my family, and to celebrate the fact that I finished off my family Christmas shopping, I bought myself some comic books. I got a few more Epic collections. One of the websites that I buy them from had a Black Friday sale. All the ones I got were at least 50% off, so that was pretty awesome. Gets overridden by other shinies before you wake up. It could happen, Wolf. That could happen. Something to be aware of if you are going to do overnight hunts is how many Pokemon are within your spawn radius, right? I don't ever worry about that, for example, in Zone 20, because I don't think you can hit 11 spawns in Zone 20. Like if I'm going to bench reset for the alphas in the center, I'm only going to be able to see 3 of those 6. There's going to be probably 2 grass spawns to my right, 2 water spawns to my left, and a further water spawn. So that's 8. And let's just say I'm missing 1. That's still 9. So yeah, I don't think I've ever lost one in Zone 20. But yeah, in other areas, definitely important to check to make sure how many spawns are within that 50-meter radius. I hunted unsuccessfully all night for a pumpkaboo in Zone 15. And I don't know if it's because it got overwritten, but I just think it's crazy that I woke up to pretty much everything shining other than the pumpkaboo and the Gourgeist. Procrastinating on Christmas shopping, I don't blame you. Oh, speaking of Zone 20, I haven't even checked. See, what do we have over here? There is a Glaceon that is not shiny, so never mind. You have 5 alpha spawns in Zone 20. Nice. I still only have 4. I haven't bothered resetting it up since I got the Machamp on Wednesday night. Because I don't know if it'll mess with the fire overloads I'm doing right here. It probably isn't supposed to. But knowing my luck, I'll figure out some way to screw up this hunt while I'm trying to reload the alphas. Thanks again for the shiny. Hey, no worries. I'm glad I could find a good home. What is that video that AGP recently posted about Pumpkaboo? I don't know. I don't know what that video is. I don't watch a lot of him, to be quite honest. I believe it does affect the fire starters. It wouldn't surprise me. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow is Pick a Pet Community Day. Thank you for the reminder. I would have forgotten. I'll probably still forget and need another reminder tomorrow. I wonder how many Pick a Pet candy I have. Pick a Pet's just a regular 25 candy to evolve and then 100 candy to evolve, right? You only watch videos so I have an idea of how to hunt mons? Oh yeah, I mean you don't watch them for entertainment. No, I just mean like, I don't want to sound rude or anything. I'm not trying to sound rude. A lot of, it's how I learn. It has to do with how I learn. I don't watch videos to learn how to hunt things. I talk with my friends to learn how to hunt things because I don't do well learning by watching a video. I need to be able to interact with the teacher and ask questions. Your birthday's in 9 days. That's crazy soon. Now lurk while you finish the dishes. Sounds good, Kiro. So yeah, I learn best when I can actually have a conversation with someone that is giving me the knowledge. To just watch a canned video, it's difficult for me to learn from that. And that's why poor people like Shinies are stuck with having to talk me through how to do things. Birthday's in 2 months. That's pretty soon, too. I have to wait 8 months? A little less than 8 months for my birthday. Never forget this quote from your college music theory professor. He gave a brutal assignment one time, and he jokingly asked how everyone liked it. Someone said, "I thought it was fun, actually." Okay. Well, that was fast. That was fast, everybody. Good morning, Shiny Cornholio. You're just in time for a shiny Charmander. There it is. I stopped smiling and was dead serious when I said music theory can be enjoyable but never fun. Can be enjoyable but never fun. Okay, let's get this Charmander. I wonder if I can do this without getting spotted by anybody. That's an alpha right there. That's, oh, I got spotted. Wait, yeah, I got spotted by the Charmander. That's okay. Let's see. Come on. Bingo bango. There it is. Got it. Okay. Let's get some nature guesses in the chat. Because if you can guess the nature correctly, you get to nickname it. 10 minutes. 10 minutes into stream. And that is, fittingly, my 200th regular shiny. And then let me go into Nightbot and take Charmeleon out of the list. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, exclamation point ZA should be updated. Okay, let's see. We got calm, naughty, modest, jolly, timid, calm, rash, careful, woo, quiet, naive, brave. And it is... Hardy. No one guessed Hardy. You just saw 2 Alpha Garchomps and you got a shiver. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's take a look at the other Charmander. 54, 53. Let's just switch these. We'll evolve the 54. Here we go, shiny Charmeleon. So yeah, Jerry, if you want to drop, Jerry or Matthew, if you want to drop an exclamation point ZA, ooh, Charmeleon looks good in this game. I like that. That looks a lot lighter orange than normal. Yeah, or Mighty Munchkin can do it. Thank you, Mighty Munchkin. So this will be the remaining 17 shinies I need. I have 200 regular shinies. Separately, I have 101 Shalfas. Combined, I have 210 unique shiny Pokemon. So, in other words, I got the 200 regular shinies. Now, the 101 Shalfas, 10 of those Shalfas, I don't have regular shinies. It makes sense if you guys get what I'm trying to say. I didn't want to put another thing of text on the screen. I thought it was already getting a little obsessive and excessive. All right, we're going to go ahead and reset up this hunt, and then I think we're going to go to the sewers for a bit. So let's... fly back in here. I hope I can do this right. I'm trying to remember how I was shown to do this. So let's go over here. And I want to grab the Hippowdon if possible. Okay, perfect. The Hippowdon's over there. Let's get your attention. Follow me. Come on. Come on, get over here. Get over. Come on, come on. Come on, get down here. There we go. Now get over here. I gotta wait for the Tepig to leave. Okay, I think the Tepig left. Alright, so let's keep going. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, save. You have good news about the Sandile line? What is that, Wolf? What is your good news? Because I do need 2 more Sandiles. Or at least a Shafa Krokorok. Okay, I'll take that too. I will take that too, because as long as I can get a Krokorok, I can still eventually get a Crocodile in Zone 20. So let me hear. Reset the game. So I only need 1 more Charmander and 2 more Tepig. That's pretty awesome. Let me see what you guys want in the chat. Do you want me to try and go for another fire starter, or do you want me to try and go for the sewer? Do you want to continue watching this hunt, or do you want me want to watch me hunting something else? Bench reset for a specific Royale that's just north of the zone. Bench reset? Bench reset or fast travel? The sewer? Let's hang out in the sewers? Okay, we'll hang out in the sewers. I just want to get this set up. You're outnumbered. Well, you know what, Amory, if we get lucky and get a sewer Pokemon, we'll come back to this. Get over here. So don't you worry about that. Had to bench reset to change the time and cycle through the Royales. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. That is how I got the Sandile. I did that, and I don't know what I missed out on, what I'm not aware of. I did that for a while, and like most of a night, and I got a shiny Sandile, but then when I went to check the Krokorok, there was no Krokorok. I couldn't figure out what had happened. Did I save? I can't remember. You're making your ZA shiny living dex? Nice. Alpha Gibble, not shiny though? Oh my gosh. I'm going to need to learn how to overload the Gibbles. Happy birthday, Jess. Get both? Thank you. I'm going to try my best. What's up, Razzie? We just got a shiny Charmander a couple minutes ago. So now I'm going to reset, or I should say reset up this hunt, and then, you're not going to walk. And then we're going to go to the sewer for a little bit. It's too far away. I can't use that. There's that. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. You may be back. I hope you are. Razzie, I'm down to needing... Ooh. I'm down to needing 17 shinies. Regular or alpha. What's up, Archer? Alright, come on, you. We're going this way. Yeah, if you're curious, Razzie, you can put exclamation point ZA or just scroll up in the chat. I'm doing well, Archer. How you doing? Just chilling. Sweet. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Couple toughies. Yeah, I know. Ain't spoilers unless you got DLC. Nope, nope, nobody has DLC yet. What's up, Pee Wee Trex? Or Pee Wee T Rex? Welcome on in. Alright. So now I should be able to just fast travel to 20, and we're just gonna check to see if I set this up right. Just wanna make sure I got my 4 spawns. Then we're gonna go to the sewer. And probably try on the Litwick again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we got 4 spawns. We're good. And wow. Wow, we got the perfect setup on the first try, too. But we're going to go to the sewer. Alright, let's see if we can get ourselves a Litwick. You only have Ember, Litwick, Croc, and Crook. Now, Razzie, remember, I don't know why I'm going this way. Might as well check while we're down here. I'm talking about any shiny, not just Shalfas. You've gotten shiny fossils before, right? I'm pretty sure you have. Go ahead and knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Oh, you reset over the shiny fossil. Okay, gotcha. I didn't realize you were doing that. Okay, that makes sense. So, I mean, you've gotten them. You just haven't kept them. But the ones you mentioned were Shalfas, yeah. I'm jealous. This is so hefty. What's going on, Uncanny Move? I guess I can end the poll. Seeing as how we got a whole bunch of cheaters now, just picking Charmander. 7 shiny more and 21,000, 2 females. Dang. No Shalfa. I mean, yeah, that's gonna be rough, buddy. I hope you get it soon, but that's definitely a big cookie you took a bite from, or whatever the saying is. Switch is getting a nice rest today. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this poll and start a new one. You're finishing that cookie? I know you will. Okay. Here we go. Poor Tepig. Why poor Tepig? We did get a Tepig on Thursday. Gotta say, appreciate the effort making and pushing this far in your channel. Uncanny Move. I appreciate the appreciation. Thank you, Draconified. I will check out that video and see if that helps me. I'll probably have to have somebody explain it to me, but I appreciate that. I am, once I get these last 17 that I need, I am going to still try and get this number up to 227. And then I'd like to get this number up, the Shalfa's number up. We'll see how high we can get it. I'm sure that priorities will change once the DLC comes out. Yeah, Dragonified, I just said I saw that you sent that. Thank you very much. I will check that out, and I'll probably need to have somebody else explain it to me, but that is very helpful. So thank you. I had breakfast this morning. I've been so obsessed with like the turkey sandwiches the last couple of days, I haven't had breakfast. Had a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch, and it was delicious. What's everyone's favorite breakfast cereals? I usually have one fun cereal and one healthy cereal in the house. My healthy cereals are usually either Honey Nut Cheerios or Honey Bunches of Oats. And then my fun cereals might be like Lucky Charms or Fruity Pebbles or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cocoa Pebbles are good. Cheerios, I'm not a huge fan of regular Cheerios, but I do like the Honey Nut Cheerios. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is top tier for sure. Nice. Your go-to Special K. You know what? I've never had the Special K Wolf. I've never had it. I keep almost buying it, but then I just go back to Honey Bunches of Oats. And when I say healthy cereal, you guys know I'm using that term very loosely. I just mean it's not like 90% sugar. They have so many flavors of Cinnamon Toast Crunch now. Crazy. I had to like hunt for a box of regular stuff the other day when I was out shopping. That was almost a week ago now. Mine is weird. Anyone got any plans for this weekend, or are you just kind of taking her easy? I think I might have to run out to the candy store today. I've kind of been craving some of these chocolates that they make, and then also I figure I might as well pick up a couple of boxes of Bean Boozled. Those seem to have been fairly popular on the channel. Try the raspberry one. Amber, I'm basically going to try and recreate what you ordered. Had a bowl of gravy with chunks of leftovers for breakfast, trying to work through these dang leftovers. A bowl of gravy with chunks of leftovers. That sounds so extremely appetizing. You're a wordsmith, Razzie. I have so much lettuce. I just bought like a head of iceberg lettuce and chopped it up. And now I just have like a bunch of lettuce. I'm kidding, not actually. It's Saturday. You know what that means. I do know what that means. You're at the diner. We're heading to the diner. Do you have a regular seat or table, Razzie? When you show up, do they say, "Oh, Razzie, the usual"? You say yes. Organizing your shinies into the shiving decks. The good old shiving decks. Nice. I like having organized boxes. Once you got to that point, they say small or large today. Nice. That is pretty cool. It's a nice feeling when, like, you get to that point. When you become a regular. I feel like there's, like, once you become a regular, I feel like there's 2 levels of being a regular. Well, there's like 2 tiers of being regular, right? Like once you become a regular, like the standard tier is you walk in and the wait staff knows you, right? You know, like if there's a what do you call it? A hostess or host that like takes you to the table, they recognize you. You get to your table and the waiter or waitress, they recognize you. That's like tier 1, right? Of like being a regular. Tier 2 is when the other patrons, the other customers get to know you. Like when you're there so frequently and so consistently that you start to recognize the other customers and they start to recognize you. That's when you know you've really made it. What's going on, Loops? Good to see you. Like goal at 25 with the Christmas trees. I love it. Thank you so much, Draconified. Thank you all for the likes. Feeding into it, you're not stopping until something's named after you, whether it be on the menu or your stool. I like it. Keep it up. Doing good, how's you? I'm doing pretty good, Loops. I'm doing pretty well. Started the stream off with a very early shiny Charmander, which is pretty awesome. Now I'm hoping to get this Litwick. If we do get a Litwick, we're going to go back and see if we can get another shiny Charmander or Tepig. I need 1 more Charmander, I need 2 more Tepig, then I'm done with all the starters. Until I start hunting for alphas. It's more like it to be Christmas and putting up decorations on the 1st, right? Ouchie. Draconic, I don't know if you can answer this or if anybody else in the chat can answer this, but if I overload the Gible spawns in Zone 8, how many total Gible holes can I get? In other words, if I optimize it, if I do everything correctly, how many checks per fast travel can I get? Seen Carly doing get three guaranteed Gilble. Okay, 3 guaranteed. That's better than I was able to get with the Chespin. However, with the Chespin, I could use a bench. And with those three, were they all within the fly point, or did she have to go into the zone and check them out? That you'd have to find out. Okay. I'm just curious. Because, you know, like, just because you can overload something doesn't mean it's going to immediately make it an easy hunt, right? Like, it's obviously going to be better, but there's other factors that go into it. So, like, if I have to fast travel to the zone, enter the zone, walk, like, towards the middle, and then get out of the zone, hopefully to fast travel if I don't get noticed beforehand, that is going to have to slow things down. What's up, Shinies? Good to see you. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Get in the zone. Auto zone. Shinies, do you think that somewhere there is a guy named, like, let's say, Auto Fastbender, and he purchased an AutoZone franchise, and when people refer to that place, they call it Auto's own AutoZone? Fly spamming, eventually losing your spawns for unknown reasons? Yikes. Okay, that's not good. Is there a reason you're rating so far? Not judging, just asking. The reason is that's what I do. I have no way to measure the distance. I do know that the entire distance, you know, or less than, will reset them. And it's also, for my thumb, it's easy to just run back until I hit a wall and then turn around. Made malfunctions, but you're back on track. Good job. I mean, if anyone can tell me specifically where I need to stop and turn, that would be helpful. Intersection of sticky water is as far as... Intersection of sticky water? Yeah, Razzie, I ain't got time for that. Intersection of sticky water. Here? Is this where you're talking about? Oh, to spawn them in. Oh, okay. So I just need to go up to here to spawn them in. Alright. Hey, what's up, Meta Champion? Will you watch the video I just sent you? I'm not going to watch it right this second unless you want me to. Sir Ralph McCutts, what's up? And Hassan, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. Don't want me to, you need me. Okay, alright. Alright, I need you to. Alright, let me just check this out real quick. The heck? It's only playing 1 second at a time. Not even 1 second at a time. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Just want to watch the new episodes of Horizons. Oh, okay, nice, Hassan. What happened? Wolf and Toon sent me a video that I wish he wouldn't have sent me. Holy smokes, 32 eggs for Snivy. That's crazy. Lycos Hatchram and Royce Crockler evolved in back-to-back episodes. A little bit surprising, but considering the train arc was only 5 episodes, you guess it makes sense? Okay. Full odds, a Shiny Shadow Bellsprout last night. Nice, good job. North of 3K for this one. That's crazy. What is it, 683 is the odds? Second, Shalfa Clefairy. I guess this one's getting evolved. Nice, Amber. Good job. Okay, 1683. Still 0 Shalfa Kanga. It'll happen. Shalfa Pangoro and Simisear. Good job, Hassan. Alright, let's see if we've got anything yet. I'm so impatient. I don't like not being able to check see if I got shinies. Nothing. I got Shalfa Ekans from 4 last night, so he immediately did the lab thing for Nick Stream. Got the Shalfa Arbok. Nice job. Yeah, I'm going to have to do the lab and get the Shalfa Ekans at some point. I finally got the Larvitar that I was looking for. I was talking about that yesterday on stream, but I finally got the my second Larvitar. I finally gave up on the resetting the 3 in Zone 15 and went back to the one by the monkeys. And after hours upon hours of bench resets, it finally shone, and it was an alpha. So now I got the whole line Shalfa. I got Shalfa Larvitar, Shalfa Pupitar because of last night, and then Shalfa Tyranitar from Zone 20. Shiny Magnemite and Shiny Hitmon top and Pogo earlier. Nice. Nice. The only hit I have shiny is the Hitmonlee. I got that a few years ago. Shinies, are you still here? I don't know if you were here or not, but within like the first 10 minutes of stream, I got a shiny Charmander, and I successfully reset up the overload. So I'm ready to go again. Yeah, I did all by myself on the first try too. Can't stay because you have a birthday, but have a good weekend. Oh, Slowpoke, thanks for popping in. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to everybody. Those aren't shiny yet. Not your birthday, but thanks all. You're welcome. Happy birthday, Slowpoke. Next Saturday, that's so close. So 1 week away for Meta Champion and Rain, 9 days away for Draconified, 2 months away for Mighty Munchkin, a little less than 8 months away for me, and I think that's all the birthdays. Matthew, I can't tell you how disturbing that was, not only to watch it, but because it kept pausing after every half second or so to basically watch it in slow motion. It's gonna stick with me for a while. Anybody else hunting right now? If anybody else is hunting, let me know what you're hunting. It doesn't even have to be in this game. I know Meta Champion is hatching eggs in Ultra Sun, I believe. Esper's your Achilles. You still haven't gotten the Esper. My goodness. You got so lucky with the shop and you want the rest of the line so badly. Yeah, this is the last line. You know, I can't even say that. I put so many, like, caveats on things. Not counting the fossils. This is the last line I don't have any shinies from. Just can't get hoping for Shalfa Eevee. Can't believe I have to get 3 Shalfa Eevee. Caveat Mtor, am I right? You're right. You're right, shinies. You've never been more right in your life. Final 17. Are you dumb? Are you trying to rectify the 17 in the command with what's on my screen? It wouldn't be a hefty stream if I didn't just make things really obtuse and confusing. I have 200 shiny Pokemon. Separate from that, I have 101 Shalfa Pokemon. With the two combined, I have 210 unique Pokemon. So there are 17 Pokemon that I don't have either shiny or Shalfa. In other words, there are 10 Shalfas I have that I don't have the regular shiny of. Welcome back, Max. That's the dumbest thing you've ever seen, and you love me. Thank you. I didn't want to put another counter on the screen. I thought there's already too much text on the screen. Hunting for type? No, good luck, Jerry. Yeah, you got that poi pole super quick the other day. This Pokemon is slightly bigger than this other Pokemon, so therefore I can't count it. No, that's not what it is at all. That is not what it is at all. I'm trying to do 2 dexes here. This represents 1 dex. This represents another dex. There are 17 Pokemon that I haven't gotten for either dex yet. We have a counter for counters. Jerry, don't encourage him. I could have more text on screen. No one would complain. Oh, no. No, trust me, Meta Champion. You're new to my channel. There certainly would be complainers. You understand it, you hate it. That's what I'm looking for. Understanding, yet hatred. I hate that I can't see these Litwick. Only if they're alpha, or I guess if they're shiny, right? If they're shiny, I'll see them. Should make a video in which you call it, I caught every shiny in Legends ZA without a macro controller, and then you spend the whole video talking about your turbo controller? I should. I should. Talking about my 3-year-old $20 turbo controller. And then shinies. You know how like when people do compilation videos like that, or like not compilation, but like narrated videos like that, and they show gameplay footage of their playthrough. Since the majority of my hunts were AFK while I was asleep or at work, I can just like hire an animator to like animate a hunt, and just put at the bottom like artist interpretation. Trying to get shiny Drampa, but you had no luck. Yeah, that's one that I was hunting for a while. I still have had no luck getting the shiny Drampa in Zone 19, but I did luck out and came home to a shelf of Drampa in Zone 20 last week. I was very excited about that. That was on the top of my get list. They took that Pokemon and made it from something that I thought had a pretty decent shiny, but never really thought about, to something that I actively wanted. Just record me sitting in a row eating a bowl of cereal, looking at your watch saying, oh neat, shiny Pikachu, and then spill the cereal on your feet. Except for the last portion of that message, I like it. Nick, I gotta catch up on the Cheer Company today. I've caught up on everything else. I'm all caught up on Pluribus. I watched Stranger Things, but we're not going to talk about that in the chat. So all I have left to catch up on is Cheer Company. I think I have 2 episodes left. I honestly don't know how many episodes are in the season. I don't even know if the season's over yet. What's under the sheet? That's a good question. I mean, I think you're supposed to think one thing, but because of that, it can't be that. Like, there's one obvious answer that people could give, but I think it's too obvious. I'm going to say it's... I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've been thinking about this and I can't answer. Those aren't shiny. What the heck? Your theory is brains? You think they're brains? Could be brains. Which also have a pH of 7.1. How do you know that? You literally Googled what has a pH of 7.1 and just went through the list, didn't you? Good times, great oldies. I guess it ain't cookies. It definitely ain't cookies. Why do I dislike this more than the fire starter hunt? Literally the same thing. Finish the dishes now. You celebrate eating strawberries and whipped cream. I love that, Kiro. Sounds delicious. It's not satisfying. It isn't, but I can't figure out why. Why isn't it satisfying? Is it because just, like, you know, subconsciously I find Charmander and Tepig to be more interesting shinies than Litwick? Because I wouldn't have thought that. See more change? That's true. Because of smell and because you don't see it perfectly. Yeah, I was seeing them perfectly and then you made me stop. But shinies, if I remember something you said correctly, you said that shiny Pokemon have a larger viewable radius, like alpha Pokemon, right? And I've already seen a couple of alpha Pokemon going this way. So if I see something that pops up that's not an alpha, then it has to be the shiny. Same where he says an alpha. Okay, yeah. Yes, I just gotta wait to see a small thing pop up. If I focus on that, maybe that will make it more interesting. I'm looking for something to pop into view. Sewers could operate differently. Okay, never mind that then. This just sucks. Shinies, have you messed around in the smaller sewer area? The one that's just like a square? Gotta edit. Gonna be no audio looking real quick. Okay. Yeah, Meta Champion brought it up on Thursday. And I haven't had a chance to really do any research into it yet, but I'm wondering if you did suck. You think it might be how you're gonna get yourself a scrub. The other side of the sewer has more checks, but it's miserable. Yeah, Razzie. So the question was whether or not just fast traveling to the um, the entrance, like if that is within 50 meters of the spawns, or if you have to actually explore the sewers a bit. Because I was thinking the same thing. I think that might be the best place to get Skrull. Teleport entrance roll start. Okay. No, I'm with you, Raz. I'm with you. Like basically the same thing as Trevenant. Which, by the way, I've been doing that hunt off and on, and I cannot get a second shiny Phantom to save my life. Game Freak created a sewer system with no waste visible. You know what? It is impressive. I'm also glad of that. Plus a start, exactly. Plus a start minus a select. Select was always like such an underutilized button. Select was like the redheaded stepchild of Nintendo controller buttons. No one could ever find like a consistent use for it. Sometimes it's just like, well, we got to have some symmetry. There's a start button on this side of the controller, so we got to put a select button on the other side. Really good for a scoreboard and shooting games. That's about it. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking back, like, in the original Nintendo Super Mario Brothers, I think literally its only point was to change it from first player to second, or from one player to two player on the main menu screen. I could be misremembering that. Tell the kids to press start and they look at you funny. Well, none of the buttons say start. Why is it that the X button is in a different location on a Nintendo controller, a PlayStation controller, and an Xbox controller? And I just realized I still think of the X and Y buttons as a newer thing, even though they've been around since the Super Nintendo. It's in a different spot on the keyboard too. No one can agree where to put the X. Yeah, the X does not mark the spot, apparently. That has been a hefty dad joke. Brought to you by Wegmans Coffee Cups. When you're not quite awake enough to make a good joke, grab some Wegmans K-Cups, make some coffee. Finish the weekly challenge for Pogo today. Did not count towards the party challenges task. Alright, fantastic. Yeah. So that's never going to happen then. No one wants to find X, that's why the math problems also suck. That's true. Good point, Kiro. People are always solving to find X. 53% you think we're gonna get the shiny Litwick. I hope you're right. You ever want to find their axe? They should move on. There's more fish in the sea. Kiro, you're full of good puns today. It's gotta be all that strawberries and whipped cream. +7 to the challenge, to the friendship of who you do the weekly challenge with, though. I mean, that's pretty good. Oh my goodness gracious! Really hoping you whip out the puns. It sure is, whipping out them puns. Razzie, thank you for the $2 dono. Bean you, I will in fact bean you. What's up, Cito? We only got a few beans left here. I gotta go to the store. Okay, that's a toothpaste bean. We're not gonna grab that one. We are gonna grab this one. Should just take this one out of the box. Alright, so what is this? This is... Okay. This is either toasted marshmallow or stink bug. Stink bug. That's a stink bug. Every game room looks like a small bedroom in your mother's house. I think this looks like a sewer. Birdie bots? No, I'm not gonna get birdie bots. Those are too expensive. What's up, Krazram? How you doing today? Yeah. That wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't good. Definitely wasn't like a bar for a dead fish, but that was definitely not a pleasant taste. What's up, Scrobo? Love how easy it is to make whipped cream on your own, control your own amount of sugar you put. That's cool. You're talented. That did not look like an alpha, but I might have just gotten a little too close. Yeah, I just got a little too close. Thank you for the $2 dono, Razzie. I'm glad I ate breakfast this morning beforehand. What was that, last Saturday? I was dying. I was dying. I had not eaten breakfast before stream. All I ate was like a billion Bean Boozled. My stomach was killing me after stream. And that sub count went up to 2256. If that was you that subbed, let me know so I can say thank you. Alright, when's the shiny gonna show up? I think I got a little too close on that one. Christmas tree like goal 40. Alright, well thank you guys so much for the 25 likes. Let's get that one up. That was the second time I saw that spawn though. Am I just getting too close? I don't know. I can't tell now. I can't tell. I don't feel like I'm going any further. But now they're popping in. I got bamboozled. Bamboozled Brett. That's me. So, have they always spawned in? I've just not noticed it till now. Orange Crush or Orange Fanta? Probably Orange Crush. I can't remember the last time I had a Fanta. Probably back when I lived in Germany. But, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of, like, orange sodas to begin with, but, I mean, I'd probably say I've drank Orange Crush more often. Really good Friendsgiving last night. Bread came out really well. I'm not surprised. You're the bread master. Okay, I think they are popping in. I just didn't notice it beforehand. Man, this is riveting entertainment right here, I know. I know this is an incredible stream to watch. Just me running back and forth. And sometimes you can see candles way in the distance. Turkey dinners make you think of that scene in Christmas Vacation, Save the Neck for You, Clark. Just watched that on Thursday night. One of my family's Thanksgiving traditions is watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation after we have our Thanksgiving dinner. Watched it every year for the last, I can't even tell how many years. This was the first year in a while I've watched on Thanksgiving night. Typically, I watch it when I visit my parents at Christmas. I'm sure we're going to watch it again. But man, yeah, I've watched that movie at least once a year for God knows how many years. Yeah, I think it's just because down here in the sewers there's not much to look at. Maybe that's why I don't enjoy this hunt as much. John Stryker, good morning. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. John, we started off with a very early shiny Charmander, so now we're working on trying to get a Litwick. If we do get a Litwick, we're going to go back and see if we can get another Charmander or Tepig. Hang off for a bit. We'll be back if a Grass Snake Smarkle sounds good. Meta Champion, good luck. What's up, Hyra? Put your bread off oven to proof while the wife started her mac and cheese. Went upstairs and could smell smoke. Ran upstairs and she had started the preheat for the oven. Oh no. Fiance's mom asked you to put on a Christmas movie the other night. Threw on Silent Night, Deadly Night. There you go. The towel started to singe. Oh no. Maddie P, what's going on? I'm doing well. How are you doing? Soft reset for the Litwick. I think that's... If I don't get it today, John, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Probably going to soft reset for the Litwick. probably going to soft reset for... I don't think I need soft reset for anything else right now. Am I AFK? Nope, I'm playing. I don't have a macro controller. About to run to save a friend, he lost his car key. Oh no! Hope he finds it. The ingredients and the instructions are in the name of the food. Might be the only one ever. Yeah, whipped cream. That's a good point. Hot dog. That doesn't work. Char. You want to grill your ham steak with your pineapple honey glaze? Ooh, that sounds delicious. Can I even see the Litwicks? I can sometimes see them. I've been told, though, they are appearing. Occasionally you will see, like, an alpha pop up. Alphas do have a larger visible radius than non-alphas, and shinies have that same larger radius. Needs to thaw. How long is it going to take to thaw? It's been a while since we've seen a alpha, actually. I know they're shiny then, because occasionally I'll go up and check. Or if I see the Pokemon pop up early, then I know it's shiny. But I'll go check. I think it's more exciting to go check every time. I feel like this is a difficult hunt to make entertaining to watch. Tomorrow dinner. Alright, good. That'll give me time to get over there. What is the respawn rate for the Litwicks? Is it 2 minutes? Talking about food made you hungry? It always makes me hungry too. I'm gonna guess the respawn rate is either 1 minute or 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. Thank you, John Streckert. All right, let's just do that. I'm over this. When's the shiny gonna show up? That's what I want to know. Oh yeah, I got my Earthquake Mon right here. Don't you worry about that. Dorian, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Alright. Get over here. Get over here. Come on. Get closer. That should be close enough. Titan Nolan 646. No way, Jerry! Congratulations! That's insane. Your luck is wild. That's amazing. Was that your first or second Titan Null? I can't remember. Why don't I use shinies? It's a good question. I don't know why I don't use shinies. I basically catch shinies and then put them away and never touch them again. I should start using shinies. Alright, so now we're just waiting. We're waiting to get closer to 2 minutes. We're just gonna soft reset this for a while. See if that does anything. So we got about a minute left until I start saving. Shiny Dragonite or Gyarados at least? Yeah, I'll switch up the team. $30 seconds. Jerry, your luck is cracked lately. Absolutely cracked. Yeah, John, he just got his second Poipole the other day. Had like 500 something checks. Got a comment question? What's up? Okay, I can get another save in there. Where Peter and Mary Jane have a baby? Yes. Yes, that is something that has happened. You put together the short. No, you didn't. I don't believe you. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. That's not good. Okay. Did she have any late night cravings? Oh my gosh, that is a good joke. Is this any faster? No, it's slower. I screwed this up bad. Okay, I have to be ready to go. I think I can turn around before the camera even starts up. Please let that have worked. What's up, Jazziolo? Okay, good, it did. It did. Hit the I button and save. The I button. 3 point. You did 3 of each? Oh, 1. Oh, I don't like that though. L1's at an angle. I think I can save it though. I think I can save it. I think I can turn it a little bit and save. Shiny Spritzy, under 10 minutes later, you got a Shiny Magikarp, which is now a Gyarados. That's awesome. I don't think I got 3 seconds. That seems a little extreme. Bean, bean, bean. Amber, thank you so much for the $2. Let's get you a bean. All right, it is either cappuccino or liver and onions. Cappuccino. Thank you. We're getting really close to a perfect spot to save. That should be it. That should be it. That should be the perfect spot. You need someone you trust to help you evolve the Spritzy? There's a lot of helpful, trustworthy people in the chat. I don't know if anybody is available to do a trade right now. But feel free to do that here if you like. I can probably do one more save, but I'm nervous. I'm gonna try it. That should have done it. Let's see if I got the perfect save. $34 mail. So Jerry, why did you get 3? C token trade? There you go. 36. Yep, got the perfect save. Perfect save. You love to see it. That was a delicious jelly bean, Amber. Thank you. $34 mail. This is fantastic. This is my first perfect save. Thank you, John. I couldn't have done it without your motivation and inspiration. $35 female. So yep, they are certainly resetting every reset. That is a perfect save. Thank you so much, Razzie. Need to evolve your Spritzy. There you go. All right, we got code in the chat for you too. So yeah, Cito, thanks for helping Jazziolo out. Went with bacon today. It's so dang good. I love bacon. Jazziolo, believe me, I trust Cito with my life. You don't have to worry about Cito. Just make sure that Cito is the one that you're connected with before you trade. And there you go. Cito also is going to evolve their shiny, so it's a win-win-win. That's an alpha. Turn the poster into a t-shirt. That's right. Why was that his go-to? Like, why was that the first thing that popped into his head? Turn the poster into a t-shirt. Honestly brilliant. I still think the most brilliant bit they've ever done on that show, and I love so many bits they did in The Office, but in my opinion, the most brilliant bit ever was the one where they're reading Michael's screenplay for Threat Level Midnight. And they got Ryan reading for Samuel L. Chang. And Samuel Chang is, bumbling idiot the entire script. And then at one point, the script calls Samuel L. Chang Dwight. And then they figure out that the character's name was Dwight. And then Michael decided to change it to Samuel Chang and did a standard find replace. But find and replace doesn't work for misspelled words, which left in there a lone Dwight. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Felt bad because you cheated in a bunch of Pokeballs in the original Ultra Sun copy to fill in your decks because you didn't have the money. Felt like cheated for the shiny. That is insane, Jerry. I respect it, but the fact that you went through that much effort because you felt bad because of the Pokeball it was in. Wait, not even the Pokeball it was in. Because those are regular Pokeballs regardless. So it didn't even have to do with those hunts. That's crazy. Wicked was great, right, Kim? You also love how ignorant everyone is to Madge. Called her Pudge. Yes, yes. Excuse me, sir. And when Jan is running the women's workshop, the women in the workplace workshop up in the conference room, and Michael gets all the guys together down in the warehouse, and Pudge stays there, and she's like, "Do you guys want me to leave?" Yeah, Men in the Warehouse Day. Yeah, it was great. Whatever happened to Madge? She just kind of disappeared. Did the hunt completely legit? You created quick balls. Yeah, no, I got it. Like once I started talking through it, I figured out what had happened. That's just insane, Jerry. Which I get, Cam. I got a super early, like first 10 minutes of stream, super early shiny Charmander. And then last night I did get a shelf Larvitar, which is now a Pupitar. Was she still there when they won the lottery? I feel like after the man meet in the warehouse, like I don't remember ever seeing her again. But she might have been there for them to win the lottery. I'm pretty sure celebrating, but not entirely positive. I mean, she deserved something good in her life. Go Crux, what's going on? I like how you said hi to Razzie before me. I would do the same thing. For Michael Scott Paper Company, got bought out for 20,000 each, and they were so rich. That was a great story arc. I really like that story arc. Team Arazi, I don't blame you. All right, let's open up a couple of packs, and I mean literally a couple. Oh wait, hold on. Someone's trying to trade me something. Or no, someone wants to be my friend. Who wants to be my friend? Oh no, they just add. Wait, hold on. Approve. Oh, someone does want to be my friend. Nice. It's nice to have friends. Okay, let's open up some packs. Fire drill. Oh my gosh, that was great. Started selling paper door to door. Madge was the highest seller. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Here we go. We're looking for that shiny Poliwhirl card. That's what we want. We got Miltank, Pidgey, Pachirisu, Absol, and Barraskewda. Alpha Shiny Emolga, nice. Zone 14? Because those can't be alpha in the city, right? Loudred. Sandygast. Toxapex. Marini. And another Toxapex. Well, that was garbage. Zone 14, sweet. I don't know what I'm going to have to do to get Helioptile. I measured it this morning. There's no Helioptile spawns within 50 meters of the entrance. Which stinks. But, okay, alright, I just thought of something that's just popped in my head based off of what happened with Shiny Stream and the cemetery in Zone 4 yesterday. I have noticed that there are multiple places where a Helioptile can spawn. Can you overload the Helioptile? Because they don't always spawn in the same place. Magikarp or Pudgy? Oh, I gotta go with Pudgy. Didn't even notice it was gliding above you. That's so cool. And terrifying. Yeah, I might have to talk to Clocky and Shinies later and see if they can tell me if it's possible to overload Helioptile specifically. Probably not though, because in order to overload, there has to be more than one type of Pokemon that can spawn in, right? Dang it. Anne Marie, thank you for the Growlithe. You heard the sound? I swear to God, if it's a shiny Patrat, I mean, of course it's going to be a shiny Patrat. What else is it going to be? Well, doesn't matter. I reset. But it was probably a shiny Patrat. Right? Oh, no, you heard the sound. You heard the sound. I am losing my mind. Emery is great at the hookups. Yeah, you, Cito, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm sorry. There is an inherent bit of narcissism when you stream. You assume every message has to do with you. Would the Patrats be new? They would be, but they haven't spawned in yet. So it was a silly thing for me to say. Apparently the Patrats have a longer spawn-in time than the Litwicks. I wouldn't have expected that. Yeah, because the Patrats haven't spawned back in yet. Okay, there's one there. One of them spawned in. Interesting. Interesting that the other ones haven't spawned in yet. I'm going to run over there real quick on this reset and see if that Patrat is already there or if it spawned in after I started the game. Okay, yeah, so that did spawn in before the game started. Got a Greninja that can make evolve, or rank battles are goated. Sweet. Trying to get the shiny Alpha Excadrill. Haven't got one yet. How are you hunting for it? Yeah, I KO both Litwick at the same time. I just busted out a good old-fashioned earthquake. Weird that one Patrat... Look at that, 2 alphas back to back. Weird that one Patrat spawned in, but the other ones didn't. Time for weekend to get shiny Alpha Pichu. Oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to trying to get a shiny Alpha Pichu. I have a regular shiny. Good runaway method. Wishing you before you hunted your... Yeah, the one on the rooftop, Wolf. Yeah, that's how I got mine. Teleporting to the zone. So, Sito, if you go to Shiny's channel and check out his shorts, he's got a great short showing you how to do a runaway method for the Excadrill. It's a lot faster than doing the fast travels. Aromatisse, there's at least a Mega or a new evolution. Sure. I feel like if you do that for Aromatisse, though, you gotta do it for Slurpuff just to keep things fair. Yeah, I'm talking about the rooftop, Sito. Royzine, what's up? Good to see you. Both so weak. That's true. They are not very strong Pokemon. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Thank you for asking. Just trying to get me a shiny Litwick here. A Shelfa Litwick would be fantastic, but I'll just take a regular shiny. You got to run into the zone to spawn in the Alpha Excadrill. Yeah, Wolf, you mentioned the other day in DM that you thought you might know a way to hunt for the Helioptile. Hey, that sub count's now at 2257. If that was you that just subbed, please let me know so I can say thank you. Because I'm looking at what I have left to get, and I feel like, although a lot of them are going to be time-consuming hunts, they're all doable. I still don't know the best way to hunt for Helioptile. Oh, okay. You were doing the roof yesterday. Now you're working on the teleport. Nice. Well, I hope you get it soon, buddy. Just said, oh well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's why I went up to 2257. Oops. How many beans do I have left? Oh my gosh, I'm down to 5 beans, and 3 of the 5 beans are toothpaste / berry. You got lucky in that Emolga? You certainly did. I have way more DS games than Switch. Yes, I certainly do. Well, to be fair, these are just Pokemon games. Over here, well, you can't see it really. Can you? I'm gonna have to move out of the way. No, you can't really see it. Down here, down the bottom shelf, are more video games. There's some more Switch games, and some DS and 3DS games. Those are the non-Pokemon games. But this shelf right here, this shelf is just Pokemon. Good morning, Gina. Punched to death by a rogue Mega Barbarical. Oh no. These are very comfy pants, Dorian. I love them. Now my camera's all messed up. Good enough. Favorite Shalfa that I found? That's a good question. It might be a Shalfa Ghastly, because I wasn't even hunting for it. I was just running through the wild zones, and I entered Wild Zone 4, and there's a Shalfa Ghastly just sitting right there, and I was so excited about it. I love shiny hunting, and I love hunting for specific things, and I feel a sense of accomplishment when it finally does shine. But there's no feeling like the feeling of you're just playing the game and you happen to run into a shiny. That's such a good feeling. You feel like you're the luckiest person in the world. So I would say the Shalfa Ghastly. I found a couple of other random shiny alphas as well, including a couple of shiny alpha Venipede. But that Ghastly was, I mean, I wasn't even shiny hunting. I was just running through the zone. What have I found today? Within the first 10 minutes of stream, got a shiny Charmander, and now looking for a Litwick. Yeah, syrup and did not burn the pancakes. I'm so proud of you, Gina. Crocodile, Metachamp, and Jolteon. Those are the what? Oh, that's what you found today? I still don't have a Crocodile. I did add a new command for anybody that hasn't seen it yet. I added a new command this morning. I'm going to try and explain this as uncomplicated as possible. I have 200 shiny Pokemon. Separately, I have 101 Shalfas. There are 17 Pokemon left that I do not have shiny or Shalfa. And that's the list that Nightbot just dropped. No, Gina, we're tied 2-2. First one to get a shiny Glaceon from Zone 20 wins. Anyone's game, but it's probably going to be Chem's game because I haven't been hunting in Zone 20 the last couple days. If I don't get how do I want to put this? Regardless, after tomorrow's stream, I will go back to Zone 20 because then I'll have all week to reset up the Charmander and Tepig hunt if I need to. Well, that's not fair. No, it is fair. It is fair, Chem. Stop that. Once tomorrow's stream is over, I won't care about keeping the fire starter set up. So I will repopulate Zone 20. Hefticules? Hefticules. Hefticules. Gina, your nicknames for me are unique. I'm going to give you that. A lot of them remind me of body parts, but they're very unique. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. I reset hunt for Larvitar for so many hours yesterday and didn't get it. I ended up just getting it on a bench reset. So I'm a little skittish about the reset hunts now. Hefthaniel doesn't remind me of a body part. That one's not body partish. I said a lot of them remind me of body parts. Maybe I need New York. You had some this morning? Gina's carbuncles. Ugh. Razzie, remember I love New York? It was a bad Friends Joey mishearing a Rachel reference. You recently watched again that 2 weeks you were sick. That's awesome. Hefty shirt. I like that. Kim's tapeworms. They're still doing all right. They're hanging in there. What was the York supposed to be? You thought that Hefticules was a typo for Hefticles? Yeah, Hefticle is one of those that makes me think of body parts. Hefticules does too. It makes me think of the same body part. You went through Flavor of Love 1, 2, 3, and you love New York 1 and 2, and Charmed School. I never watched Charmed School, and I never watched anything past I Love New York 1. But real ones remember the season of The Surreal Life with Flava Flav and Brigitte Nielsen. That was crazy. Oh, thank you, Razzie. Thank you. I got it now. As soon as I saw the word, I got the reference. That one was a stretch, though. What was going on with that rogue Barbarical? 1 minute Dazzling Gleam was neutral, next it was super effective? That's crazy. Rock of Love. I remember Rock of Love with Bret Michaels. Surreal Life what started the whole thing. That was such a crazy season. That was, I think, the second season of Surreal Life that I watched, and I think either the third or fourth season overall. I didn't watch it from the very beginning, but I believe, the season prior to Flava Flav. I'd have to go back and look again. And then Strange Love with Brigitte Nielsen. Those two were wild. I mean, that was a love affair for the ages. Yeah, we're gonna milk Flava for all we can. And Flava was like, I'm good with that. Milk me if you want. Number 19. Wait, what's number 19? Did you just get a 19th Riolu? Why don't I run about for a bit? You hated that choice of words? Good. That's what I was going for. Okay, there. I ran about for a bit. Best age of reality TV? It was. It was. That was when reality TV had been around long enough that VH1 started having fun with the format and wasn't taking itself so seriously. Oh, just run around the sewers some more Litwick spawn? There are 3 total Litwick spawns in the entire sewers. And the other one's far away. All 3 in the middle were alpha Excadrills. How? It happens. It happens. There is, what, a 10% chance of a Pokemon in a wild zone being alpha? Catfish. I watched the original Catfish documentary that spawned the show and the movement. 5%, my bad, 5%. So it is rare, but it can happen. I had one yesterday. I was in zone 13, and all 3 of the Weeping Bell were alpha. Now, one of them's a static alpha, but the other 2 non-static ones were also alpha. That was pretty wild to see. I have to use a little streamer's room. So I'm going to reset the game, and Wolf is in charge. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Oh my gosh, not the chicken jockey. Shenanigans Saturday. That sounds like a fun time. What's up, Jazziolo? So, a lot of you guys have met my mom, and by met I mean like you've seen her in chats, and maybe you've even seen her on stream once or twice. So I talk to my mom every morning. It makes her happy, and we chit chat for a little bit. And every day she has like a thing, like when it's the end of the call. If it's Monday, she'll be like, "I hope you have a marvelous Monday. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. I hope you have a thankful Thursday. I hope you have a fantastic Friday." And I like the alliteration. It's all good. But then we get to the weekend, and I can't stress enough how much I appreciate her. And she's a wonderful person. But my freaking OCD brain cannot. It drives me crazy. On Saturday, she says, "I hope you have a super Saturday." And on Sunday, she says, "I hope you have a satisfying Sunday." Now tell me, would it make more sense for it to be a satisfying Saturday and a super Sunday? Someone tell me I'm right. She's doing that to me on purpose. That is also possible. She could be doing that just to drive me crazy. Wacky weekend. Truly is. Sometimes she will like switch it up and say, "I hope you have a wacky Wednesday." Oh, I'm very grateful, Gina. I am. I'm very grateful. But there is a part of my brain every Saturday and Sunday that wants to say, "You know what? It should be a satisfying Saturday and a super Sunday." I'm going to have to get more beans today. I'm down to 5 beans, and 3 of them are toothpaste/berry. I might just eat those for fun. So, all right. Rebecca, thank you for the good luck. So, Yup's at 61%, Moore's at 25%, Nope's at 7, and I'm Hungry's at 7. For the 7% that said I'm hungry, I hope you get good food. Isn't ZA Parkour so good? It's a lot of fun. Maybe you should say that to her before ending the call as a response. Oh no, I would never say that to her. I would never tell her that. I don't want to hurt her feelings. I'd rather just talk about it on the internet to strangers. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Sunday. I love that it's only Saturday. I haven't been to work in over 72 hours. Is that right? 72 hours? No, 60 hours. I haven't been to work in over 60 hours. And I still have all of today and tomorrow. Welcome back, Anne Marie. Thank you again for the Growlith. It's ramen o'clock. You work tomorrow? I'm sorry, Anne Marie. Oh, like whenever she says, like, "I hope you have a super Saturday," and I should respond back, "And I hope you have a satisfying Saturday," kind of like subtly ease it into the conversation. That's not a bad idea. What's going on, Mewtwo? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a great day. For those of you that are joining in at the top of the hour, we did get really lucky. We got a shiny Charmander within the first 10 minutes of stream. And now I'm trying to get Shiny Litwick. If you're curious what Pokemon in this game I have not gotten Shiny yet, be they regular Shinies or Shalfas, you can put in the chat !ZA and you will see the 17 Pokemon left that I have not gotten either as a Shiny or Shalfa. And that's not a correct list because I just noticed that Glaceon's not on it. Okay, now it's good to go. Now it's updated. Will we ever know what Shiny Glaceon looks like in this game? It's a good question. Hopefully one day. How do you get Charmander? Charmander is in Zone 20. You just came up with the best explanation for overloading spawns. Let's hear it. And also Shinies. I don't know if you heard me earlier. I think I answered my own question, but in Zone 14, I've noticed that the Helioptiles can spawn in multiple different spots. I don't know if it's possible to overload those. I'm thinking probably not because there's not a different Pokemon to be in a second spot, if that makes sense. But what's your best explanation for overloading spawns? You were like number 36. Thank you so much for the like. Thank you all for the likes. You bet Shiny's final step will be shoving something somewhere? Probably so. Awesome, good alliteration too. There's a McDonald's with 4 drive-thrus. That McDonald's typically only has 1 drive-thru open. You gain access to the scheduling software and hire 3 more workers to open all 4 drive-thrus. So that's overloading spawns. That's fair. Look at that. Double alpha. That is fair. I'm not sure how that McDonald's would work, but it makes sense. I'm about to do Mallow's trial later today. Maybe try to fit another trial as well. Nice. But those workers die if you travel to the wrong spot. Yes. If you leave the parking lot, they die. No, Ken, the most I've ever seen is 2. Sometimes you do everything perfect, but an employee just doesn't show up to work. That's true. Gina, don't even start with that nonsense. I can't stand it when you can't do simple math. Can't even be bothered to do the story. What should you do? Get yourself a turbo controller and set up Turbo A and just A spam through all the dialogue. It's just salad at that point. I mean, like a Big Mac's already like a burger and salad. They put so much lettuce on a Big Mac to begin with. Got your 8BitDo Ultimate 2. A nice archive. That is a popular controller nowadays. I wish I would have bought stock in 8BitDo like 3 months ago. You have to stop triggering yourself. No, maybe you should just learn basic math, Gina. You've never eaten a salad before. Uh-oh. Oh, what should you do instead of doing the Rogue Megas? Play a different game? Read a book? Watch a movie? You know what, Shinies? That's a fair opinion. Oh, on ZA? Shiny Hunt? Yeah, work on the 1,000 battles. There you go. Change it to nighttime, work on the 1,000 battles. Big Mac is just a McDouble with lettuce and another slice of bread. I never thought of it that way, but you're 100% right. Got salad in the fridge and some leftover green beans from holidays. Green beans. Thousand Island dressing. Exactly. Think about it. Think about it. A Big Mac is just a salad with a bun. Think of the counter said Shiny Dex and Shuffle Dex should be less angry, but still angry and constipated. Well, the constipated I can't help with. And the anger is on you. It's like when you ask somebody, like, what are your feelings on this person? And they're like, I don't have any feelings on that person. And then you just keep telling them random facts about that person. Double quarter pounder with no pickles? No pickles? What is wrong with you? 80% done with getting all the clothes in ZA. See, I'm working on a shiny living dex and a shuffle living dex. Gina's working on a clothing dex. Lettuce mac. Triple onions, pickles, and lettuce. That's a little bit too much. I feel like McDonald's burgers like all have something too much on them. The Big Mac has way too much lettuce. Quarter pounders have way too much onion. Hey, there you go, Meta Champion. Got that second Snivy. Congratulations. I'm sure you'll get the third one real quick. Jack White's album Lazaretto had a vinyl LP that outsold any other CD during the release year. Which year was that? Was it because CDs weren't out yet? (2014) Okay, I think they did have CDs in 2014. Too much raccoon ankles in the meat? That's true. Big Tasty is the best thing for McDonald's and will never get top. The Big and Tasty was pretty good. But the Big and Tasty also had about 3 pounds of mayonnaise on it. It was tasty and it was big. But again, going along with the theme, there was too much of one ingredient. If you get a cheeseburger at McDonald's, you ask for no pickles, extra onion, sometimes extra ketchup. I don't understand people that don't like pickles. I don't have anything against people that don't like pickles. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, their own taste. I just don't understand not liking pickles. I can accept it. I don't understand it. You like sweet pickles, not dill? I like dill pickles more than sweet. So I guess that makes us good friends then, Anne-Marie, because then I can just give you all my sweet pickles, you can give me all your dill pickles, and then we'll both be like in pickle heaven. Triple Pickle McCrispy doesn't have enough pickles. That is something you made up. There's not something that's actually officially called a Triple Pickle McCrispy. Why are you tripling the condiments? So that he can somehow cube it into 27 times the condiments instead of just triple. Have the fries, usually don't eat them. Okay, I used to not eat the fries, and now I've gotten to the point where I kind of like eat the fries as an appetizer. Like, I'll eat the fries first, and that's exactly why, Amory. I gotta eat those fries while they're hot. If the fries get lukewarm or room temperature, I won't eat them. So I'll eat the fries first. Once I finish the fries, then I'll have the sandwich. There really is something called a triple pickle McCrispy. That's insane. What are the crispies? What's the crispy part? Are those like crispy pickles, like dried out pickles? Interesting. Do I eat the most appetizing meal first or save it to the end? Yeah, they gotta be fried pickles, right? Shaker fries with pickle seasoning? That sounds interesting. Um, I tip like okay, if we're talking fast food, like I eat the fries first, then the sandwich. If we're talking like a home meal, like with multiple items on the plate, I will alternate. I will have a bite of this, then a bite of this, and a bite of this, then a bite of this, and keep going around and around and around. I try and balance it out. Pickles, crispy pickles, and pickle sauce. That's what makes it a triple pickle. Okay, I could actually see that. So it's not necessarily that you're getting 3 times the number of pickles, it's that there are 3 pickle ingredients. Like way too much pickle stuff. Well, you don't have to eat it, Anne Marie. No, I want pickles. Might as well pickle the bun. Ooh, pickle bun. You go through your food as a checklist, you eat one thing, then you go to the next. Okay, so you knock out one dish at a time, Jerry. Yeah, I try and balance it out. Like I'll eat a bite of this dish and then a bite of this dish, then a bite of this dish, and just keep going around, around, around until things start running out. You can't type today? That's okay. You're like the only one here who doesn't like pickles. And that's okay, Mewtwo, because even though for some bizarre reason you don't like pickles, we still like you. There we go. McDonald's fries in size, order smaller fries to larger fries. That is. I respect that, Razzie. That's dedication. Um, does anyone eat their fries plain versus eating them dipped in ketchup or dipped in something else? How do y'all eat your fries? Razzie's last name is dedication. That's true. I've seen the paperwork. Ketchup. Me too. You like to eat McDonald's fries based off the age of the spud. Wow. Amory eats McDonald's fries naked. Cam eats them with ketchup, but preferably with McChicken sauce. What is McChicken sauce? Give me a flavor palette description. Is it tangy? Is it sweet? Is it spicy? Do carbon dating for each fry. That's crazy. John Strecker does not like ketchup. Mewtwo says chili sauce or maple syrup. Interesting. Interesting options I personally have never tried, but I would try them. It's the sauce they put on McChickens. Okay, so is that sauce they put on McChickens? Would you call that like a tangy sauce or like a sweet sauce, a spicy sauce? Fries with salt and either ketchup, mayo, or both together. Okay. Yeah, I know when I was living in Germany, mayo was a pretty popular dipping sauce for fries. So I would eat it there. I didn't really bring it back with me. But you know what? I'd do it again. Mayo, but better. Gotcha. Okay. Chem's PB and mayo, weirdly good. I didn't mind the PB and mayo, but it also didn't stand out to me. And I think that's like all Chem could hope for, right? Like I I didn't think it tasted bad, but it really honestly just tasted like peanut butter on toast for me. Didn't I switch up? I will. I will give it another try. Or I shouldn't say another try because I was fine with it, but yeah, I'll give it a second life. I know some people do mustard, which I've had before, and it's interesting. One thing I've done that I can't do because I do have to have my fries hot is the Frosties. I know that's a popular thing. Go to Wendy's, you get your fries, you get your Frosty, you dip the fries in the Frosty. I respect it. I don't have anything against it. I can't do it because it immediately chills the fry. Vinegar, yeah, vinegar's good. If you get like a basket of fries, like at like a steakhouse or something, just dribbling some vinegar over the basket of fries, that's pretty good. You'd rather sit on a hot grill than eat a PB and mayo sandwich? Gina, please. That's silly talk. It just tastes like peanut butter on toast to me. Which isn't bad, but quite frankly, it's not like blowing my mind. Gonna be giving away shinies to empty boxes later? Perhaps. Perhaps I will. Look at that. Bandoily asking the same question back to back. Yeah, we'll give away some shinies. We'll give away a few Shalfas. I still got some regular non-alpha shinies to give away too. Really weird over here is people putting jelly on savory breakfast sandwiches. It's wild and you don't know if you love entirely, but it's not terrible. Jelly on savory breakfast sandwiches. You mean like if you were to do a sausage, egg, and cheese, but there's jelly on it too? I don't think that's that bizarre. And fearless in death as he was in life. Gina, you're gaslighting. As for bacon, egg, and cheese with salt, pepper, ketchup, jelly, no commas. Um, I couldn't do ketchup. But yeah, I mean, I've seen jelly. I've seen jelly more often on sausage biscuits. But yeah, I mean, we're not that far apart, Razzie, right? We're not that far apart. Geographically, um, philosophically. I've seen that. I've seen that pretty common here. I'm not gaslighting you, Gina. Good lord, the man asked for triple lettuce on a Big Mac, and all of a sudden you're like saying that he's asking for a whole head of lettuce. Spiritually, ethically, morally, scientifically, medically. Popeyes gave you jelly to put on their scones, but you put on the chicken instead. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, now that is a gaslight if I've ever seen that. Are you trying to tell me that I came up with the 27 times, Gina? Dangerously? Dangerously close to one another? The bartender looks up from his one ads, and all I want to do is have some fun. Razzie, I got a feeling I'm not the only one. I've never once gaslit you, Gina. You're crazy. All I want to do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. They're lighting your gas and stop emitting gas since it's so flammable. It's true. Gas is... Oh, crap. I picked the wrong profile. I actually learned something about that the other day. I looked into the history of the term gaslighting, and I did not realize it actually comes from a play, an early 20th century play called Gaslight. And the plot of the play, spoiler alert, it was later turned into a movie too. But spoiler alert, the plot of the play is that there's a woman that's married to a man, and the man is trying to steal her fortune. And I think he like faked his death or something. And something like that. Anyway, what she didn't know was that he was sneaking into the house and like stealing paperwork and money and stuff. And while this was going on, whenever the guy would sneak into the house, he'd turn on the gas lamps in the house. And she would notice, where she was in the house, that the gas lamps were dimming. And that's what happens. Like back in those days when you had gas lamps, if someone turns on a gas lamp, the other gas lamps dim because they get a little bit less gas. So she would see the lamps dim, and she would ask the servants, "Is there anyone else in the house?" And the servants would say, "No, ma'am, you're the only one here." And so she was gaslit into thinking she was the only one in the house when her presumed dead husband was actually stealing all of her money. I thought that was interesting. Don't know what Chem Nation is doing here. He's like the biggest Pokemon streamer you know. Well, he's also a friend of mine. But good to see you again, Calaminites. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. That's where the term came from. So now I feel like I can't do my joke about where the term came from anymore. I've never once gaslit anyone, Gina. Stop talking crazy. You're hunting for Shelf of Bionicle in Zone 6. I still have to do that one too. Ken's also your friend, you think, Mewtwo? Possibly he is. I don't know. I'm going to be hunting for this Litwick all freaking day, I feel like. Is there a way to efficiently hunt for Lampent in Zone 17? Can't tell the gaslightee that they haven't been gaslit as the gaslighter. No. Why am I soft resetting it? Because I was getting really bored running back and forth down the corridor. What is that? The sub count just crashed. You see that? Now it's back. That was weird. That freaked me out for a second. I thought my overlay was haunted. But yeah, just running up and down the corridor got really boring for me really quickly. So now I'm just doing this. It's not more exciting in general, but I'm more used to it because of soft resetting in other games. Overly gaslit hefty. Yes. Thank you all for the 38 likes. Hope I learned from this experience. I learned what? What would I have learned? What would you have taught me today, Gina? Gina, did you work yesterday? About gaslighting? I've learned nothing. You did work yesterday? That stinks. There's one time I was watching a streamer, and he was he was trying to do a science experiment, and he did this experiment on stream where he took a wrapper from like a plastic bottle, like like a I don't know, like a Coke bottle or a Fanta bottle or whatever. It's got the plastic wrap like with the label on it. He took that off and he grabbed an aluminum can, like an aluminum, maybe I think it was probably like an energy drink can, and he held the plastic label over the can very tightly and said that the way that science works, he could point a lighter at the label and the label would not catch fire because there was something about there wasn't anything in between the label and the can, so it wouldn't have a chance to catch fire. And then he grabbed the lighter, and it was like one of those long like lighter guns, and he lit it, and the label caught on fire, and he almost caught his room on fire. And I laughed so hard, and I wish I could find that stream again. I would love to see that clip again. It's like my white whale. It would have been probably in late 2022 or early 2023. It was a funny dream. It was not a dream. It was a real truth time thing that happened, and I wish I could find it. You'd appreciate it, Ken. Being a scientist yourself, you'd think it was pretty funny. It sounds funny. It was hilarious. He was so sure of himself. Sounds like the guy forgot to fill the can with water. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, that makes sense now. That solves this 3-year mystery in my head. You hate rank battles? I do too. Thankfully, I was able to get that Chesnotite in 3 battles Friday. It's Thursday. Just glad I got that done with. Spencer Hefner, what's going on? Good to see you. Glad we have a scientist to debunk this. Me too. I bet you Ken would have done it with no problem. Is anyone here purposefully not hunted for certain Shalfas because they're available in Zone 20? Like, I still don't have a Shalfa Raichu, but I can't bring myself to do another Shalfa Pikachu hunt because I feel like even if I get it, I'll end up finding a Shalfa Raichu in Zone 20 at some point anyway. I'm not looking forward to hunting for Shalfa Pichu. One spawn in the entire game. What was the question? If you've put off hunting for static Shalfas because there's a chance you can get that same Shalfa in Zone 20. So, for example, if you were to not hunt for the Shalfa. What would be a good example? Furfru. You haven't hunted for the Shalfa Furfru in Zone 19 because there's a possibility you can find it in Zone 20. Or, like, the example I gave was getting a second Shalfa Pikachu to evolve into Raichu. Probably. There is a static alpha Pidgeot somewhere in the city. I can't remember exactly where it is. Has anyone hunted for that yet? I was going through the wild zones yesterday, and I think I'm out of static alpha, like wild zone static alphas to spawn. You caught that alpha, wasn't shiny though? Jaziola, do you remember where it is? Snivelyline's still not at the highest egg hunt total for an evolution line yet. 9,291 eggs. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that would be. You're only hunting Phalanx and Audino. Static Pidgeys and one Static Pidgeot outside two. Okay, Razzie. Outside two. If I just bear with me, my brain's all over the place right now, but there's a reason why I'm asking these questions. If I were to leave the sewers by foot and go back into the city map, would that cause an autosave? No. Okay. Tito, not that I don't trust you, but I trust you like 99%. Razzie, could you test that real quick? Make sure it doesn't autosave? You trust Tito implicitly? Okay, alright then, never mind. Oh, Eevee, that's a good shout. Was it Eevee? Oh, Burmy! Yeah, I do remember you having a tough time with the Burmy. I do remember that. Okay. So, I'm not going to fast travel. Actually, this is perfect. This is perfect because I'm not too far away from 2. Where am I now? Previous comment, where the Pidgeot is. Rogue camera up the building next to that. Crap, this is where it might be. Where was the camera up? Honestly, I don't remember. Is it here? Is it this area? Pidgeot's farther than 2. Like closer to like 11? Sunbeam pick, thank you. It's hard to play the game without causing an autosave. We have fun here. We just play around. I'm gonna eat a bean. It's either berry or toothpaste. It's toothpaste. Does it matter when you evolve your rock grip? Yes. Yes, it does, Gina. Jones Sector 4. All the way over here, my goodness gracious. Okay. But it's where you put the pin, Razzie? Specifically where you put the pin is where it spawns? Is that far enough away for runaways? Sir Ralph, no, I didn't get the Litwick. I just wanted to see where the Pidgeot shines. You barked it? Okay, thank you. Gina, which Lycanroc would you prefer? Yeah, own tempo will evolve into dusk form, but Gina's not going to have an own tempo Rockruff, so it's either going to be day or night. It's either going to be midday or midnight form. I just wish you would have known. Yeah, that's one of those, certain time of the day ones. I think, personally, my opinion, I think you lucked out, though. I like the midnight form more than the midday. The Charmander and Tepig, how you started out with today, only have about 7 minutes of daytime for each reset, though. Yeah, that's something that I have to be reminded of many times, because that's a step that I always forget, is you want to start a new day and save as close to the start of the day as possible so you have as much time as possible. You don't remember that in Ultra Sun? There you go. Thank you, Razzie. The 7050 will be super obvious. Am I gonna have to like climb up and down a whole bunch of rooftops, like I will for the Pidgey? Because that's annoying. Ooh, berry. That's a berry. Straightforward, perfect. Berry bean. Yeah, own tempo was event only. Oh, dang it! For a second, I thought it was sparkling. It's just one of those little things in the background. On tempo was an event only Pokemon in Gen 7, and I believe it was event only in. I guess there's no reason why you couldn't have gotten it in Sun and Moon. I believe the event came out after Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon came out. But yeah, it was a mystery gift. Climb up to a roof that has a perfect size for runway. Perfect. Beanlug's been good today. It has. I'm down to 3 beans. One of them is a toothpaste or berry. One of them is either pomegranate or old bandage slash old pool locker room. And the final one, I believe, is either barf or dead fish. Life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Hefty 517, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, carry on. 'Cause it's Hefty 517. By Brett, I mean if you have the Event 1 nursery. Yeah. I mean, it can pass down it can pass down the ability, but without the original Event 1, it's a moot point. Sounds exactly like Mercury. Thank you. That's a very kind thing for you to say. It's like a cow's opinion. It doesn't matter. It's moo. Is it really already 11:42? Where does the time go? Supersonic Lion Tamer. It's a good title. You know what would be a really intimidating PFP in the ZA Royale? You know how like when you join to like play like the ranked battles and you get to see everyone's picture? You know it'd be a really intimidating one to see? Just a trainer standing there looking at the camera, and behind him are all 6 Pyroar from Zone 17, but they're all like just standing there, looking obedient, not attacking, just standing there, like they've been tamed. That'd be pretty intimidating. You like the way my brain works? Thank you. I like the way you move. Do do do. I like the way you move. Ooh. Saw that PFP with the lines, you'd be scared, right? Yeah, all Shalfa, Pyroar, and they're just standing there at attention, waiting for their direction. Either that or what Nick does. Picture of his front bum. What's up, Big Cheese? What's the alpha rate of Litwick down here? Is it 5% or is it higher? How's it going, Cheese? Ladies and gentlemen, today was a rare day in the life of Hefty. There's a certain regimented schedule I follow just about each and every day. Sometimes I don't. For things like holidays and things like that, I might forget. But there is a series, there's a process of events that happens every day when I wake up. And one of those things is I play on an app called Coffee Golf with my friend Big Cheese Thrifts, and we post each other's scores in the Discord. And Big Cheese is a very excellent coffee golf player. He beats me almost every single day. Occasionally, him and I will tie. And I feel like him and I will tie because I got really lucky and he probably sneezed while he took a shot. But today was one of the rare occasions where I beat Big Cheese Thrifts. Am I bragging about this? Yes, I am, because it rarely ever happens. I will brag about beating Big Cheese Thrifts at Coffee Golf, just like I will brag for the rest of my life about the one time that I actually KO'd Sax in Smash Brothers. Yes, he KO'd me about 4,000 times, but there was one time that I KO'd him. I still lost the game, but I did KO him. I will brag about these things. You want to try that game? It's a fun game. It's a fun little game. And it's completely free. Like, super free. Like, the only time you even get ads is if you want to, like, take a mulligan. Which, I mean, I never do that. I never take mulligans. But I've been shown that if you want to take a mulligan, you can if you watch an ad. I like the way you move. Do do do. I missed Outcast. Speaker Box and The Love Below might be one of my favorite dual albums ever. A breakfast ball here and there never hurt. That's right. Coughing golf, like you literally smack coughing into a hole. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I said. No, coffee golf. Coffee golf. Coffee golf. Pleasantly surprised to know who Outcast is. Gina, please. I was listening to Outcast before you were born. Bumping Outcast on the next visit? Nice. Coughing floats, that's true. That's the fun part, Kem, is that the coffee just goes everywhere and you smack it. This is a true statement. Yep, sure is. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. I apologize 1,000 times. 1,000 or 100 times? Didn't mean to make your daughter cry. Thousand times. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000 times. Thank you, Jess. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Trillion? It could have been a trillion. Now there is a period where, like, I was always like aware of popular R&B and rap songs when they were coming out, but there was a period in the early 2000s that I really got into it because there were certain rappers that I felt like they felt a little alternative. They didn't feel um, they like they had a little stank behind them. They had a little, I don't know, something that I liked. So there was a period in the early 2000s I was listening to a lot of Outkast, Ludacris, Missy Elliott, Eminem, of course. I apologize a trillion times. Okay, it's been a while since I've listened to that song. In a big boy band, and why did I read that as big boy? Looked like I was in a boy band in the 2000s. What? Big boy band sounds so much worse. Why did I read it that way? I looked like I was in a boy band in the 2000s. Not a big boy band. That's embarrassing. I reenacted the scene from Office Space. Exactly. Blowing my mind. Yeah, it's hard to believe that I might actually listen to some music at some point that was current. Good Lord, Gina. Gina thinking I've just been listening to like 60s music since I was born. Huge Gengar fan, has a neat tattoo. That's cool. Is your new coworker Razzie? Imagine you worked with Razzie and you didn't know it and he was keeping it a secret. I apologize a trillion times. No one can apologize a trillion times. That would take thousands of years. Kem's right. Kem is technically right, which is, of course, the best type of right. Thank you for the Lego of 55, Mighty Munchkin. I'm not sure if we're going to hit it, but you never know unless we try. I never got the chance to meet Elvis. I sure did not. I also never got the chance to meet I mean, I guess there was technically a chance to meet John Lennon. Unfortunately, I was busy the one day that the scheduling would have worked out. He's got another Shelf of Dragonair and 2 checks. Nice. That was cool seeing the 2 Alpha Litwicks. Yeah, there's been a couple times we've gotten 2 Alpha Litwicks. It looks pretty awesome. Where do you overload Dragonairs and Dragonites? Hmm. Coco Crux. The lyrics sound somewhat familiar, but I'm having trouble placing it. Yeah, that's true. You would have been SOS. That's how I spent Thanksgiving weekend 2021. 2020? Either 2020 or 2021. That's how I 2020. 2020. That's how I spent that weekend. Took me from Wednesday night until I think Tuesday to get the 9 EVs. Why didn't I meet Elvis? We just couldn't get our schedules to match. Magenta Sector 8 above Triss, you got guaranteed Dragonair and Dratini each bench. Really? How have I not heard about that spot? So both of them spawn? Oh, both of them spawn because you overloaded it. Duh. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that you could overload the Dratini spawns. Had a huge reggae streak in the 90s? Oh, yeah. Not reggae, but ska. Okay. Yeah, I know exactly. Yep, I know exactly where that spot is, Razzie. I just had no idea that you could overload it. Head back to work. All right, Jess. Have a great last hour of work and be good. Continue to make friends. Will the shiny still say if you ran away before noticing it was shiny? Yes, it will. It will. I understand the need for confirmation, Ralph. I'm telling you, you're good. As long as it spawns in shiny, if you despawn it and respawn it, it will stay shiny. Super easy, but a couple of steps. I got really lucky with that line. I got super lucky with that line. I watched a video probably the week after the game came out and found out about 3 spots with guaranteed Dratini spawns. And I used that one in particular, the one that you're using, Razzie. I used that one in particular most of the time. And because of the increased alpha chance, I got first try. It was actually funny. I had trouble finding a shiny Dratini. Dratini. Because first, I got a shiny Dragonair. Then I got a shelf of a Dratini. Then I got another shiny Dragonair. Then I got another shelf of Dratini. Then I got a regular shiny Dratini. You voted for I'm Hungry. I am too, Eric. And good morning. Good to see you. I saw your messages last night. Well, that you sent last night. Were you able to finish up the 1,000 battles? I saw you were hoping to finish that off yesterday. Jezziolo, I have not gotten the shiny Litwick yet. Yeah, it was crazy, Razzie. So I ended up in trying to get the shiny Dratini. I ended up getting Shalfa, Dratini, and Dragonair, and then Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, and then I finally got the Shalfa Dragonite from Zone 20. I got really lucky with that. I was able to knock that line out pretty quickly on both regular shiny and Shalfa. And it was funny because I wanted to get it because I wanted to see what shiny Mega Dragonite looked like. And the fact that I learned that they were like guaranteed spawns and they had an increased alpha rate was pretty cool. And then it was like after I got all those, I started seeing all these videos talking about the line, and I was like, oh, that's looks like that's what everyone's going for now. I'm glad I knocked that out. I don't feel like I have to. Like I feel like if shinies were a stock, like Nick is trying to make them out to be, I feel like I got in on the Dratini line, not on the ground floor, but before it started to spike. Crux. Good morning, good morning. It's great to watch the Hefty 517 stream. Good morning to you. So Trevor Shalfa Dratini, you got Shalfa Dragonair, Shalfa Dragonite twice, and now the Shalfa Dragonair again. You just want your little guy. You're going to get it, Razzie. You're going to get it quick. Yeah, farts make the fire blue. Or toots. Whatever you want to call them. Come on, Litwick. We started off the stream so well, getting a very, very early shiny Charmander. Toots and scoots. Toot, scoot, and boogie. I still have some spinach artichoke dip and chips. I'm going to have that with my sandwich today. I think I have just enough. Look at that. There's another double shalfa. I think I have just enough turkey for sandwich today and tomorrow. Is that the same down there in Pennsylvania? Sure. We say all sorts of things here. You're at like 700? I thought you were at 710 when you DM'd me. Double shuffle would have been nuts. It would have been nuts and awesome. Because then I could be like, all right, I got my Shalfa, Litwick, and Lampent. I'm just going to head back on over to Zone 20 and wait for the Chandelure to pop up. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, when this game hits its, when it gets past the peak and it's on its, I don't want to say towards the end of its life, but, you know, when we're getting closer to the end of its life than the start of it, everyone's going to be hunting for alpha base forms or Shalfa base forms. You're going to see a lot of people looking for like Shalfa scatterbugs or Shalfa Pidgeys or Shalfa Mareep or Shalfa Esper. I mean, you're already seeing some of that, but at the end of this game's life, all the live streams are going to be looking for the base unevolved things. Somehow you have 5 bags of Kroger potato chips on your clearance aisle and no Kroger even remotely close to us? Don't know. I can't tell you how that happens. I don't know. Shalfa Gibble, ugh, yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. Shalfa Fossils, yeah, Shalfa Fossils definitely will be long term. But yeah, I remember maybe about a month ago, I had mentioned on stream to Clocky, because you know back then, like a month ago, we were also like trying to optimize the static alpha hunts. Like everybody was, and that's like all the videos were. Is like how to hunt the static alpha in this zone, how to hunt the static alpha in this zone, and that's like what everyone was trying to do is hunt all these static alphas. And I was like, eventually, we're gonna actually be spending a lot of time and man hours looking for, you know, things like Flabebe. We're gonna be running around trying to find like Shalfa Eevee. Have a better chance of a Shalfa Gibble and PLA, exactly. You have do many women? What? What? I don't even know what that means, Cheese. I don't want to know what that means. Game came out, there are no methods for shinies, now there's tons. Well, this is a personal nitpick of mine. It's a very semantic argument, but I'm going to make it because, you know, I don't have a lot of hot takes. So when I do get a chance to have a hot take, I'm going to go ahead and go for it. There is one method in this game. There is absolutely one method in this game. That method is called despawn the spawns and then respawn the spawns. And there are different ways to do that. Whether it be the bench, whether it be fast travel, whether it be running away and running back towards it. But ultimately, there's one method, and that is despawn the spawns and respawn the spawns. And there's different ways in order to lay out that method. I hope when we transfer a PLA Pokemon, it's the PLA Pokeballs, not the Strange Ball. Oh, it's definitely going to be the Strange Ball. I would almost guarantee it, Razzie. Are you going to do that, though? See, I know I have a philosophical difference with shinies on this. I don't want to transfer anything into this game. Not because I plan on using it in other previous games, but I want the opportunity to use it in other previous games. I don't like the concept of if I transfer Pokemon into this game, I can never take it back to the previous games. I don't like that. So I will transfer in all the shiny mega Pokemon we caught over the last year and a half. I will transfer those into this game because that was specifically what that whole series was for. But like, I'm never gonna transfer like Zygarde into this. I'm never gonna transfer any of my regional forms unless they happen to be extras. Well, that's not true. No, no. Like, yeah, I think you're probably typing that as I was saying it. Like the stuff that we hunted specifically for this challenge, I'll transfer over. Those are all dupes anyway. But I'm never going to transfer over stuff that I don't have extras of. There I go. All right, Mighty Munchkin, thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day. You don't plan to go back to those old games in the same way you did, so it doesn't bother you, and that's fine. Like, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I just, for me, I don't like having that cut off. I like having the freedom. Again, I'm probably never even going to exercise that freedom, but I want to have that freedom. Yeah, Anne-Marie, you feel the same way. You don't want stuff stuck in ZA rather than being home. Well, I mean, they can still always be in home. You can always take them out of ZA and put them back in home. You can just never put them back into an older game. But if for some reason I ever get like a wild hair at my butt that I want to put Zygarde back in Sword and Shield, I want to have the opportunity to do that. When you transfer stuff into new games, that game has a full national dex. Supposedly a multi-region game production. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hyra, nope, no shiny Litwick yet. All right, we'll go for a little bit longer. So what is this? Like 16 seconds to reset. Get 2 spawns. Will the stream end? It's gonna end soon. I'm getting hungry. So 512 divided by 16 seconds. That's not right. What am I trying to do here? Last if it went through. You enjoy this game so much you want to have your cool stuff here. Now I say that I'm under the assumption they aren't going to be locked to just ZA when the new gens come out. Yeah, exactly. That's another aspect we don't know yet. We can assume and we can make educated assumptions that anything in ZA can transfer forward into games, but we don't 100% know that. Yeah, I don't understand how Spinda is still an issue. I don't understand how it was an issue in the first place. I genuinely do not understand the Spinda issue. There's never been an issue transferring Spinda from bank into home, so why is there an issue transferring Spinda from BDSP into home? Sprite representation? Again, there's never been a problem transferring Spinda from bank into home. It's not that there's a problem getting Spinda into home. You've always been able to get Spinda into home. For some reason, there's an issue getting Spinda from BDSP into home. And I don't get it. They messed with the code that badly. I don't know. I don't get it. And the fact that it still hasn't been fixed, I don't understand. Home inversing the spot patterns in BDSP? Well, just don't do that. I mean, I'm not saying that they can't have like a issue where they introduce the compatibility with the game. And it's like, oh, okay, home compatibility is going to be available on February 28th. And then on, March 1st, like, oh crap, there's an issue. You can't transfer this Pokemon, or this Pokemon in yet. We got to fix that. Okay, I get that. Things happen. Technical things happen. There's a lot of coding with this stuff. A lot of technical things can happen that, there might have to be like a patch update. But it's been 4 years. Well, I guess it'll be 4 years in February. It's been 3.5 years, well over 3.5 years. How have they not fixed it yet? Just look at what the difference in the coding, just like I'm a coder. But look at the difference in the coding between transferring it from bank to transferring it from BDSP. See what's different. Make it match. Guess they forgot or just don't care? Yeah, I guess so. It's wild. There's like 4 billion spot patterns to fix, 8 billion including shinies. It's not like they have to fix every line individually. Yeah, we're talking about Spinda and how it's stupid that they haven't fixed the BDSP compatibility yet. I mean, it's just wild because like there's probably a ton of people that still don't have their Pokeball Magearna or original color Magearna because of Spinda. people getting all excited about, getting Furfrou and Patrat and Watchog and the monkeys in Legends ZA. Yeah. How about we get Spinda? Spinda is now the only Pokemon that is not available to get in Pokemon Home from the Switch. Juice ain't worth the squeeze? No. No. No, they have an obligation based on the fact that you need to get a Spinda into home in order to get a home gift. Seeing so many alphas, you want to do this now? Do it, Razzie. Do it. Amory, I'm going to make a prediction now. I'm going to make a prediction now. What's up, Rain? Good to see you. Once home compatibility comes out for Legends ZA, and people are able to transfer in Patrat, Watchog, Furfrou, and the monkeys into home, and see if they still can't get that original color Magearna because of Spinda, that's when it's going to go viral. You're so dumb. Your brain won't let you do a soft reset unless it's Fennekin. Feel like you're wasting your time otherwise. I felt that way yesterday with Larvitar. Hours upon hours upon hours, either 2 spawns or 3 spawns per reset, and I felt like I just wasted my entire time. They don't care. No one's complaining. They will complain. They will complain once ZA compatibility comes out and they're still not able to get their original color Magearna. Or they could go the other route. And this is, I could totally see this happening too. Have Spinda be in a Gen 10 game. And that one will be able to go into home. BDSP Spindas will forever be blacklisted, but Gen 10 Spindas will be able to go into home. So how do you get Spinda in? Right now, the only way to get Spinda into home is via bank. Yeah, or Pogo. You're right. Pogo. I think you can transfer them in from Pogo. I forgot about that. What does everyone think? What's the home reward going to be for Legends ZA? Is it going to be Diancie? Is it going to be Hoopa? Is it going to be Volcanion? Is it going to be something else? A regional Spinda in Gen 10? That'd be crazy. Hope they got a lot of complaints and they have to come up with a fix. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous that they haven't fixed it after all this time. Volcanion probably. I would hope. I mean, that's the one I want. Out of the 3, it's the one that makes the least amount of sense for this game. But then again, we got Meloetta in Scarlet and Violet. They don't have to make sense. We got. What was the other one that didn't make sense? There's another one that didn't make sense. I'm trying to remember what it was. So it makes the least amount of sense out of 3, but it's the one I want the most. Hope they give us a Namorous again. Oh, come on now. Hope for Diancie now they're releasing the Shiny and Pogo. That annoys you. Yeah, I think Diancie probably has the most likeliest chance. But I really want a shiny. I want a shiny Volcanion. Meltan. Meltan's the one that didn't make sense. Meltan was for BDSP, I think. Eldeos somewhat made sense because they did have the Swords of Justice in Crown Tundra. Oh, Meltan was the Let's Go. That's right. What was BDSP? Manaphy. It was Manaphy, wasn't it? What's up, zombie charmy girl? Yeah, Manaphy made sense. My bad. Yeah, it was. I guess Meltan and Let's Go made semi sense because Let's Go was the first games that you could transfer Meltan and Melmetal into. I think we had 2 shiny mythicals for these for this game's dex completion for base game and Mega Dimensions. I don't. I'd be happy to be wrong, John. I'd be pleased to be wrong, but I don't think so. Because Sword and Shield, you only got 1. Scarlet and Violet, you only got 1. Both of those had 2 DLCs. So I think it's just going to be 1 per game. Could a new gen do well without Gen 6 and below Legends / Mythicals? I don't know. It's a good question. Namorous doesn't deserve the hate. He's just a lovely fairy minding his business. First off, Gina, he's a she. Please. I think I personally was a little annoyed by the Enamorous being the home reward because it's a legendary, not a mythical. And that's a semantic thing, but I didn't like that it was not a mythical. Turtle form or regular because the turtle form is odd. I mean, I don't mind either one. What is it? Is it the Therian forms? Is it the Therian one? Yeah, the Therian forms are the animal ones. Who else would have been for PLA then? I mean, they could have gotten away with that one being the Manaphy. Or they could have pulled a Scarlet and Violet and just make it something random. I mean, explain to me why Scarlet and Violet was Meloetta. BDSP could have been. Well, I know a lot of people would have been happy for another chance to get Darkrai. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the Therian forms in general. Labubus are creepier than Enamorous. That's true. Give more lip to Marshadow. Agreed. You always consider Enamorous a male. So the other ones are all male, and Enamorous is a female. I know it's a little weird. Chipotle open Wednesday and closed for Thanksgiving, but you weren't going to wait 2 hours to eat. I wouldn't wait either. Victini, yeah, Victini would be good to get. Genesect, yeah, I would like that as well. Marshadow does have a terrible shiny, but it does have a shiny, therefore I want it. Alright, I'm going to eat these last 2 beans just to get them done with. I don't like the idea of just 2 random beans sitting on my desk forever, so... This one is either going to be Old Bandage or Pomegranate. Old Bandage. Hello, Mia. Guaranteed China Victini event, main series, you can catch yourself. I'd like that a lot. Alright, Champ, I feel like you would know this. Has there ever even been a overseas Shiny Victini event? I feel like it's literally never been released. Like Diancie had a Japanese event for Shiny. I don't. Genesect has had a couple, I believe. I don't think Victini has ever had anything. It's a lot of white. Yeah, basically the yellow parts of its body turn a very, very pale white. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I don't even think they've ever done like a, regional mystery gift of Shiny Victini. All right, and last being, it's gonna be terrible. I'll let you know which terrible it is. You can't think of a single event where Victini was made available shiny? Yeah, I don't think it has been. Dead fish. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, not even in Japan. Not even in Japan have they released shiny Victini. Of course, we end the box with dead fish. By the way, for what it's worth, this box had a grand total of 0 burnt rubber or licorice. Sushi is dead fish. Yeah, they should rename it from dead fish to rotting fish. I think rotting fish is more appropriate. Yeah, I'm at that point in the stream now where I should have ended 24 minutes ago, and I'm getting really hungry, but I can't stop myself from resetting the game. It's not well. It's not literally rotting, but it tastes like it's rotting. Also, get shiny Victini for the 30th anniversary coming up. Anyone remember the 20th anniversary? Anybody remember the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, where each month there was a new mystery gift, mythical? They weren't shiny, but like they were giving out a different mythical every month. You got Mew and Celebi and Deoxys and Jirachi, and you got the other ones. I would love if they brought that back, and maybe they would be nice enough to make them shiny. No, zombie. I love sushi. Zombie, I love sushi. What I was referring to is the jelly bean I just ate, whose flavor was dead fish. And thank you for the fart. Yeah, that was a fun time. Every month, getting a new mystery gift with the new mythical. Better do something really good for the 30th. Of course, they're going to do something really good for the 30th. I mean, look at the awesome stuff they did for the 30 or the 40th. Yeah, look at the awesome stuff they did for the 40th anniversary of Super Mario. Look at what they did for the 30th anniversary of Zelda. Of course, they're going to do something awesome for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. Shiny Zygarde was the only shiny in that 20th year. Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right about that. Yeah, we got a couple sushi places, Big G's. A couple of hibachis. And then also, I think at least 2 of the local grocery stores make sushi in house. Gina got a boyfriend? Probably. Probably a few. Grocery store sushi? It depends on the grocery store. Also, thank you for whoever just subbed. Like we got a grocery store here. The one that I frequent the most often is called Wegmans. They actually have people on staff that in the grocery store make the sushi. Like, with the counter and everything, like you can watch them. Like you go there in the morning, you see them making all the rolls and then slicing it up. What's up, Mr. Wolf? John actually has a lovely girlfriend who loves Sunny Angels. What's Sunny Angels? How's the hunt? It's still going. That's about all I can say. I'll go for a little bit longer. Even fresh, just like the most Americanized sushi. I don't mind it. Mr. Wolf, I'm doing well. How you doing? Gina, please. I don't need to know what you two did in the privacy of wherever you were. Chinese, Japan restaurants, you didn't have to wait 2 hours for Chipotle. That's good. I wouldn't wait 2 hours for Chipotle. I have a history of doing that with this Game Meta Champion. There was a stream a few weeks ago where we were hunting in Lysandra Lab, and I was just like, okay, we're gonna do one more run around the lab. And then after I ran around the lab one more lap, I said, okay, we're gonna do one more lap around the lab. And that went on for about half an hour. Labj. Labj. This is gaslight at its finest. Pin that. How have I gaslit anything? You don't understand what the term gaslit means. You said something funny in chat, so I pinned it. How is that in any way, shape, or form gaslighting? People just be saying gaslighting just to say it. Does Kem have a lab? He certainly does. That's where he does all his experiments. I'm crashing out so hard right now, Razzie. You guys want to hear something that's very ironical? Something I find hilariously ironical. When I was doing that research on the term gaslighting a few days ago, there have been studies shown, actual studies into gaslighting by psychologists, to find out that the term gaslighting is incorrectly used very often. It is incorrectly used a lot of times when there's a disagreement. Like I might say something, you might disagree with me on that thing, so you'll say that I'm gaslighting you. Which is a form of gaslighting. So gaslighting has actually become gaslighting. I find that really interesting. That's like the epitome of not victim blaming. What is the right way to say that? I disagree with you. Oh, you're gaslighting me. What? You're just a gaslighter. You're gaslighting me. So you're saying that what I did was wrong? You're saying that my opinion's incorrect and I am doing something to harm you. Yeah, you're gaslighting me actually. Didn't have anything better to do? I didn't. It was Thanksgiving week. Gina, if you genuinely think that you can get to me by telling me that I waste my time, keep in mind that I'm a 45-year-old guy that plays Pokemon on YouTube on the weekends. it's going to be pretty hard to offend me by saying that I'm a time waster. Educating Gina on gas line. That will be what I rename the stream. You hate it when people like gas. It's a fire hazard. I apologize to everyone for that crash out. I know that was pretty severe. I'm sorry things got so out of control. Still have that box after you crashed out. Did you see me get up? That was beautiful. That was my favorite moment of the week. Ryan started the fire. It's always burning since the world's been turning. Ryan started the fire. Ah, where is this dang shiny? You've come to expect the crash out. I know, and I'm sorry, Gina. I know I am constantly just getting wild and out of control. Just crashing out all over the place on my streams. You crashed out before the stream? Oh my goodness. Never seen me rage in my life. No, not until now. Not until now, Mewtwo. That was a pretty wild rage I just had. It just, it gets under my skin when people tell me that I'm gaslighting them. At least 3 per stream, so like and subscribe. That's right. That's right. Like and subscribe if you want to see me crash out, just absolutely crash out like I just did multiple times a stream. Even my apology was so aggressive. I know. I'm just out of control. What happened to agreeing to everything, Hefty? He died. He died. It was sad. It was funny though. I think the stream with agreeing with everything Hefty had the most likes I've had in a while. I went through a little bit of a existential crisis after that one. I crashed out, just sitting here thinking, preacher brother. Yeah, well, if I crashed out hardcore a couple times on the stream today. I'm sorry you had to be witness to that. Welcome back, Max / Wasabi. Been out of the house this Wednesday for your baby. You haven't been out of the house this Wednesday for your baby's appointment. Sunday, you were at your dad's house. I'll just had house to go home. How's your dad doing? Perished when the tower in Lumios was saved. That's right. Gotta go back to work. All right, Big Cheese. Enjoy the rest of work. You think you missed a crash out today? No, you've been here for all my crash outs. It's funny. There's actually a correlation between you being in the stream and me crashing out. The correlation is when you're in the stream, I crash out. Labubu's or Labubai? I like Labubai. Your dad's good. You see him next Christmas. I see him next for Christmas. Invite him to visit you next weekend. Nice. Is there yes, there is both correlation and causation. Good call, Coco Crux. Thank you for correcting me. Labubu, bye bye bye. I hate Litwick. Oh, yeah. We were going to give shinies away. We were indeed going to give shinies away. You never thank me when I correct you. You've never once corrected anything I've said. All right, let's do a couple of giveaways, and then that's going to be the end of the stream. We will be back tomorrow, though. We will continue to try and get some Charmanders and Tepigs. Who are we giving shinies to, and are they prepared for the responsibility? You can never be prepared for that. Hope your dad will visit next week because your husband's doing overtime next Friday and Saturday. He's working yesterday and going to work this weekend. My goodness gracious. It's a lot of work. Daughter just liked a book so much that she asked your mom to take it back home with her. That's hilarious. All right, let's give away some Shothas real quick. Make sure you're fired up. Make sure you're connected to the internet. Make sure you have Nintendo Switch Online. And make sure you put in the code, which is 51705170. I am starving, so we will do 3 trades. Welcome back, Jerry. Gotta get going. See y'all tomorrow. See you tomorrow at John Strecker. Have a great rest of your day. Can't trade in the sewers. I think you can trade in the sewers, but I'm not going back to the sewers today, at least not for a while, and I don't think there's a good spot to just like hang around without getting attacked. But I don't know. I just decided to go back to the city. Gets lonesome when you work a lot? Yeah, I can understand that. All right, who we got? We got Wolf. All right, anything on this in this box is open for grabs. The first 2 rows are alphas. The last row is not alpha, just shiny. Surprise you. Okay. You are going to get... You're going to get the Banette. Well, Max, jump on in here and you can grab it yourself. Thank you for the Alpha Litleo. I don't stream 24/7. That's true. I don't. That'd be terrible. You're welcome, Mr. Wolf. Enjoy. Enjoy the Banette. Make sure you Mega Evolve it. It's got a beautiful shiny. Luna just ate a spider. Come on, Luna. WTH. All right, let's trade again. Once I'm a RoboCop, then possibly I can stream 24/7. I don't know. Eating the wrong bugs. Yeah, don't eat spiders. Eat the other bugs. Don't eat spiders. Don't eat praying mantises. Praying manti. All right. You want the Chikorita, Max? Max/Wasabi? All right, here you go, bud. Enjoy. You can keep it as a Chikorita, or you can evolve it if you want. What are the caviar of bugs is? It's a good question. You don't have the game? Ah, yeah. A little hard to trade then. Plays crickets with spiders. Luna and Chem are basically the same person. I do have a Switch 2. I'm playing this on the Switch 2 right now, in fact. I was saying, though, I think this is the longest I've ever had a new console and had this few of games. I have 3 games, and technically, 2 of those 3 games are Switch 2 exclusives. Mario Kart World and DK Bonanza. And Razzie, how about the fact that Metroid is coming out this week? What even the heck? How is it already coming out? I don't know what I'm going to do with my life once Metroid Prime 4 comes out. Yep, comes out December 4th. Comes out on Thursday. Bless this game for making time fly. Yeah, it's wild. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have to stop. Like, you know what? I'm going to have to exclusively AFK hunt for a while. Like, I'll have to like come home and turn the game off and put in Metroid. You're gonna wait till Christmas? Maybe I'll wait too. You're very welcome, Wasabi. All right, we might be done with the trades. That's okay with me. Yep, no one can be found. That's cool. That's all right. That's no problem. All right, that's going to end the stream, though. We will be back tomorrow. We still have to get 1 more Charmander, 2 more Tepig, and then we're done with the starters. Maybe we'll do some more sewer hunting. Maybe. Probably won't do Gibbles tomorrow. We might do Gibbles next weekend. And we'll need a Gibble and a goodbye. But guys, take care. Be good. Tip your waitress. Do something nice for someone today just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care and